Welcome back, YouTube guys. We're going to be throwing this thing at space and hoping that it doesn't break. Isn't that nice? We have the Rocco Max. I want you guys to come out here. When everything separates, you activate. Right? And that should be, like, correct. Ready? Let's throw it at space. See what happens. Whoa, look at that thing go. Actually, it's pretty stable. You gotta admit, it's actually not that bad. Jeb's having the time of his life. This thing's definitely got acceleration, too. Wow. This thing's going fast. It's got the acceleration it needs. It's actually really good. That is nice. It's gonna definitely get us to space. That works. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is move this to a new zone. And just separate. Okay, go away. And then on these we can tell them to activate. Oh wait, we can't because they... Ooh. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, I guess. Hey, can I go back to my... Where'd my spaceship go? Where did my spaceship go? Spaceship? Can we revert flight? Revert to launch? Where did my spaceship go? I couldn't go back to it! I was so scared what was going on. Oh my goodness. Why wasn't I able to... Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, let's just get this thing. Well, Sepratron worked. We finished that one. Don't think that's how it was supposed to go, but I guess it'll go. Alright, so we need the parachutes, the radial parachutes. Radial parachutes can go at 600, 6,000. So the altitude just needs to be settled for both. Oh, 1 second. I'm getting a knock at the door. 1 second, guys. Oh, I forgot to turn on my mic. So we completed our contracts, and I got a package of face razors. I like to use them on my face when I'm cutting the hair off from my chin and other parts. Anyway, yeah, but our rocket test was mostly successful, I believe. I think, maybe, hopefully. I mean, we completed more contracts, which, you know, made them happy, so I'm happy. Overall, positive, so I'm good. No data at all. Well, it's okay. Yeah, the Dollar Shave Club. It's a nice little thing. I'll go to our R&D department, see if we can get anything actually kind of useful. Launch stability, stack tri-coupler, strut connect. Oh, I need strut connector. Requires general rocketry, though. How much science we... Ooh, we've got science out the bum. Let's get some science. Alright, so we're getting a bunch of parts. The battery is probably good. Science Junior. Well, the next level kind of is 45 across. Flight control would be nice. Wing connector, stay Putnik. Mark 1 comp. Inline reaction wheel. Fuel tank. I think flight control might be best because we can get this. We can get a satellite, which isn't that difficult to actually get, like, launched. Plus, it would give us a ton of science. I'll go with that. All right, let's see what our contracts ask us to do. Oh wait, that's our center for making things. All right. We can also go to the administration building and spend some of the money. 5% reputation gains and yields 7.1 funds. Oh wow. Appreciation campaign. Appreciate me. Hey, Thunderwolf 30, how you doing? Aggressive negotiations, oh my goodness. It's a bit much. Alright. So... Astronaut complex. We're still full of astronauts, so I don't think we need to worry about that. We're good on science. Head over to administration land. Test the radial decoupler on the planet. Liquid fuel. Test the liquid fuel splashdown. Liquid fuel splashdown. And escape the atmosphere and orbit Kerbin probably won't be that difficult either. Alright, so let's make an orbiter. Let's see with our, you know, minimum amount of stuff we can make an orbiter. I mean, really, in the end of the day, what we need to do is just make it so this little piece here stays in space. That's all that needs to do, really. Doesn't need a parachute or anything. Landing struts. I am pretty good. I am pretty good, Thunderwolf. It's good to see. Good to see people who are enthusiastic in chat. It's always good to see. Communitron probably be a good idea to have. And maybe a goo capsule. Put it on the other end. Like that. Should I make a rocket after a viewer? Maybe. Make probably a series of rockets after somebody. For now, I'm just trying to make this thing not go and fail. Might be a bit heavy to get into space, but I think we can do it. Alright. And thanks. Oh, well, thank you. Alright, liquid fuel engine. There's the thruster. There's the one that I have control over, though. Due to its thrust vectoring. That's what I want. That's control. I want that control. Thrust vectoring doesn't sound like it's much, because it sounds weird. Thrust vectoring. but it's actually kind of important. I really want thrust vectoring. It is actually really important to have, at least to me. It's basically like me having the ability to actually, can I? What am I supposed to do? Put this on top of like a capsule with a person inside of it? Maybe? Like here? Like that? That's what it wants me to do? And then I launch it into space and then this guy comes back? Maybe? Like when I had this game, I had it way back when it was like a demo, a free demo, and I've played it since. I have gotten to the moon before. I crashed into it. I crashed into the moon. It's just, that was back when everything was unlocked, and now I have to go through this process of using the bare minimum of everything, and sort of work my way up to the point where I can go back to that moon and crash into it again. Okay, maybe not crash into it, but you know what I mean. I hope. Really only needs one of these things, but the thing is I want symmetry so that it doesn't like topple over. I think we should be good with one though. The weight shouldn't be that disproportionate, plus the bottom part of it's going to be completely there for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's to make sure it flies. And I'll put a new parachute there. Boom. Can't really do landing struts. I guess maybe we could. Winglets. These are the controllable ones, right? Yes. Thank you. Hey, Ray Ira, how you doing? Ray Ira. It's always fun saying your name. Alright, so that should be good, though it is not centered at all, but, you know, whatever. Who needs to be centered on a rocket? It's not science. It's electrolytes. Okay, I already have a thing there. Alright, so we need more boosters. I think I'm gonna do is gonna do it with a tri-launch, like this. And we'll go big old boosters. And we get this non-vectoring one right here, because that'll be still while we're in the atmosphere. We need a lot of initial boost power. You've got boost power. Stuff like that. We just need an initial oomph. That's our primary need. Give it these little tiny ones. Adorable. I mean, it should work. Theory most of the time works, right? Actually, we don't need triplet on these. I only just want it on this side, and it'll actually kind of counter the weight on the other side. Alright, so once over, let's make sure the staging looks right. I don't have the hooks, so maybe I could put like a coupler here. And have them like start deployed. Gee, are you gonna like deploy? Lock suspension. There we go. That'll work. That'll at least keep us like levitated enough that we can start. Alright, so first things first, when I press the go button, I want these guys to launch. Right? No, I'm not sending on to Oshawatts into space. It's just green people this time. Don't worry, Ray Ira. We'll be fine, I think. Alright, then the next stage, I want the parachutes and this guy to activate. At the same time, I want this rocket to fire. I don't want to lose anything on that. Then the next stage will decompress that and launch that. Then the next stage, I want the rocket to fire. So actually get that out of here. And then these will all go at the same time, right? They'll do their thing. But actually... Okay. What you need to do is last stage separates this piece right here, right? This is our last stage, right? In ideal situation. This goes, and then this on the way, this will be our way back as well, so we're not stuck in orbit. So we need to play this smart. Should be fine. Alright, so we'll call this the Kerbal Orbiter MK Bud 1. This is our initial orbital craft for Kerbal. I don't think its power will actually get us to the point where we're orbiting Kerbin, but I think it... I don't know. I feel like maybe it might be. Maybe I'll just put another set of boosters underneath the thing. Just launch it up even more. Oh, wait. You're my main unit, so I'll move you up. Put another set of boosters underneath. Do I have TeamSpeak 3? I don't think I do, actually. I guess I could install it, but whatever. Actually, if I'm going to get rid of these, I'm going to put these here. And then I'll just put solid fuel boosters, 3 of them, with the big button, like that. You have TeamSpeak and a server? Oh, okay. I'll put these underneath here, and then do the power boosters at the very bottom. Then I don't need landers. The server that you host? A bunch of people have servers. I had a Mumble server for a while, then I got rid of it. Because the server itself died, and I could bring it back, I could. Do I have struts? I do not have struts, do I? I have a follower! Thunderwolf30 used follow. Super effective. Thank you very much. What was it? It was something from a while back. I forget where it is. It's on my server, like, it's sitting in my room, but I have to get it set up. I can't do good old, like, connection struts like these, can I? Is it gonna be smart enough to, like, connect them like that? I don't think it is. Can't do it like that, can I? And, like, trick the game into, like, interlocking them? That would be nice, but I don't think it'll work. I think as soon as I, like, get it on the ground, it's gonna explode. Ycools07 used follow. Super effective as well. Thank you very much for following the channel. Kelberg1! My goodness, you guys are all following. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Alright, so it's separation. That's when I want these things to go. That should be good. And then I'm going to have the same thing up here at these upper stages. Oh, wait. They already have parachutes. What am I doing? And wait, why is the parachutes going to engage at the same time the rocket is? This is horrible. What are you doing, game? Alright, get over here. So these will go at the same point that these should go, right? Yeah, just trying to make sure my staging isn't broken. Alright, so... rockets, release, and parachute. Rockets, release, parachute. Rocket, release, parachute. One more stage here where this rocket engages, or this rocket lights, this last one. That's when this decouples, I want all of everything to go. But the thing is, I want this last decoupling here, because I want to put something into orbit. I'm going to put this ball into orbit. You know, it ain't solar powered, its battery is going to die, you know. It's basically just we're throwing a rocket into orbit just to say we threw a rocket into orbit. That's all the point of it is. So... yeah. Alright. Let's get it to the launch pad and pray it doesn't explode. Those struts we did at the bottom are definitely not safe at all. But we'll see what happens. Mad soccer skills! You got them skills to fit them bills? I think you do. Used follow was super effective. So, in theory, first stage, release to second stage plus parachutes. Third stage is these rockets. Fourth stage releases these and gives them their parachutes. Fifth stage is this rocket. Sixth stage releases it and engages its parachute. Seventh stage launches the last rocket. Eighth stage disconnects this guy, right? If I go up all the way here. And then final stage releases everything and pops our parachutes open. Sounds like it'll work. Let's see if it does. Launching it. 3, 2, 1. Pray it works. Solid fuel, we're running out. Electric charge. I think we actually gained some from the rockets going, which is nice. Yeah, that works. I'm okay with that. Alright, so... Liquid fuel engine wants to test if it splashes down. Radial decoupler wants to test and splash down, but whatever. We're actually getting pretty high up there. We've got a lot of acceleration behind us too, which is nice. Sure! That works. Don't feel like we have the power. Like, we're getting high up there, but we're nowhere near orbit. We're still in the atmosphere. Look at how tiny it is. It's just like a little space rocket. Wardimal used follow. Super effective. Thank you very much. Let's cut it off here. Not really orbit, but it's definitely space. We're definitely got that acceleration. That is definitely like a high enough apoapsis that if we did efficiently use our fuel, we could get it in space. If we reach the space though. Alright, so let's bump time up a bit. We get close to our apoapsis. We fire when we get close, right? Alright. The closer we are, the bigger it should extend it, right? Can we see our fuel? We're gonna run out. That's unfortunate. But I think this was a successful test. Observe that mystery goo. Goo feels right at home. Okay. Well, we can't do anything with Stay Putnik, but, crew report. What's going on? Crew reporting in from space! We know what's gonna happen, though. We know what's gonna happen. We know it's gonna make this work. We could EVA him. EVA report. How do I get back in? F? There we go. Alright. Alright, so we did our own first little spacewalk too. Gotta admit, that was pretty risky, pretty hairy. We're gonna separate real quick and all the parachutes should engage. Alright. Well, if we look at all the pieces, this is our previous ship. Once again, parachutes should have engaged. Should be good, though. Well, that's nice. Let's fast forward it a bit. Coming back into the planet as the music decides it was going to get really dramatic for a few seconds, then stop. Burning up in the atmosphere. Whoa, 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 whoa. And we're fine. Okay. Where are we going to land on Kerbin, though? No idea. I think the water, maybe. Not sure. No nearby objects to focus on. Alright, well. Isn't that unfortunate? We're doing a night flight, so we can't really see what's going on out here, do we? Alright, so parachute should engage any second now. Boink! There we go. Nice. Very nice. Should be fine when we hit the water. Eventually, when we hit the water. Come on. We did reach space, though, which, you know, is an achievement in its own. Definitely happy that we did that. We will hit the water in a second or two. Give it a few more seconds. Alright. Yeah, we hit! We hit! We're fine. Let's get it back home. Congrats! We've made it to space! Now that we're there, let's go higher. Alright, so we gained some valuable science. Actually enough to buy some more stuff. Got some funds back for the parts, and the crew is alive. Excellent. Alright, let's go to our science center. Let's see what we can get. I have 55 science to do what I want with. I can get more science center, science junior, comm stuff. I'm more interested in the struts. Definitely the struts. Launch stability enhancer, tri-coupler. Actually, I really like the tri-coupler too. That's nice. Definitely going for this. Kinda gotta. Aerodynamics. Worry about that later. Fuel systems, Rockomax, advanced flight control. Stuff that I don't really need to worry about for now. Still sort of in the past. But we'll move things up to the future. Radial mount flight over. Then once we throw something into orbit, I'm going to start working on contracts. But let's... hi everybody, how you doing? Making sure I said hi to people, because I don't want to be a jerk. And get these out of here so these don't explode horribly. That would be nice. Get actual struts. My gosh. Actually, can we undo that? Control Z. Hey, that works. Cool. That. There we go. That's more of what I wanted. Okay. Actually, nuke that. Haha. The recouplers on there. And, here. Move this out of here. Nope, I just want the rocket. There we go. Get that out of here. So we're going to put another fuel tank on, like that. Put that on there. Cool. Alright, now what do we need? We need more boost. Like that. There we go. That'll give me more juice. That works. Alright, so we got the juice. Make sure we get our staging stuff on. And finally, for good measure, good old rocket propulsion. Alright. And on these, whatever. We could just have them explode if I really care to. Which I don't care. Put them on there. Okay, so staging. Let's make sure our Mark II is set correctly. Actually, yank this off real quick. Pop another one on it. You've doubled our fuel capacity by just adding more tanks. That was it. Okay, so first things first, these guys launch, right? Then when they disconnect, they launch their parachutes, right? Next group launches, right? When they disconnect... I don't have the center one fire, right? Yeah, Crystal's Red Bubble account's still suspended, and they told us it's because of copyright stuff, but the problem is the whole site's filled with copyrighted stuff, so I think they were just blowing smoke. Anyway, that should keep us mostly stable for now. I could attach one of these, like, here to, like, you, like that, just for bonus stability. Aerodynamics. I could put these winglets somewhere else as well, but I think it's pretty good where they're at right now. Like that. We can actually take, like, one of these away, because we only need one right there. Alright, so make sure the staging is right. First fire, release. Second fire, release. Could put the Separatrons on these guys too. So, Separatrons, you guys, go up to that stage. Cool. Separatrons, you guys, go up to the release stage. Excellent. Probably should put another one, like, over here, too. At the same point that those fire, yeah, I want this thing to separate. Okay. So in theory, this should work. And then as we go up the ladder, the parachutes... So this is, you know, a separate stage where I control this rocket. I basically get to a point where I'm in full orbit, shoot this sucker into space, turn around, boost my way back home. That's it. I get my men back, I put something into orbit, I'm perfectly fine with that. And I'm having full control of the thing until, you know, it's off into space. Once we're in orbit, I can also take the science from this. Have my little guy run out there and do his thing. Should be good. I think we can do this. Ready? Let's pray this thing launches and doesn't explode. Oh, man. Oh, it's gonna be good. We got orbit in action. Alright. So my main objectives really is just making sure this thing goes up. Let's make sure this thing goes up. Ready, set, go! Up! Oh my god, it still goes up. Alright, fundamental rocketry's all good then. While this thing is accelerating upward. Basically, it's just all about getting the acceleration at this point. More of going than not going. Got a free sample of stuff. Oh, nice. Anyway, when this finishes, launch the next stage. Those guys will launch off and do their thing. And actually, if we follow them, their parachutes are all good, so they should be fine. Cool. They'll land safely at the center, be perfectly cool, and we can recover them for the scrap. Cool. That's what I wanted them to do, but never happened. Alright, we're definitely getting up there. We're getting the acceleration and the height that I really want. It's going to take us a bit before we actually get, you know, where we need to be. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Fuel level wise, yeah, we're fine. Breaking some atmospheric barriers. And then once these are gone, go to the next stage. Whoa! Well, that was unfortunate for those. Sound engine wasn't too happy about that either. Well, now it's all good. Okay! We're still accelerating as well, which is good to see. Still definitely going upward, though it's certainly taking us a bit extra now. can start actually moving a little bit towards the right. Like so. While we still have a little bit control over this in space. Oh man, there we go. And I like being able to control it out here too, that's nice. Alright, so our fuel levels are out here. Definitely gonna get high enough whenever we get to our apoapsis. So let's wait a little bit while we get there. We're back into space. Apoapsis is close, but I think we're outside the gravity pull. So we can bump up speed a little bit, get a little closer. I want to try and fire as close to the apoapsis as possible, so that'll give me the biggest boost. Alright, cool. We've hit orbit. Alright. So, we've hit orbit. Let's ride this orbit a bit. Hello, Jan. How you doing? So let's head back to our ship. We are in orbit. Officially in orbit. Observe the mystery goo. Clumped into a sphere. It is brittle. Well, let's keep that data. Crew report. I want you to, EVA. And, keep the data. Store your experiments. I want you to actually head up here. Oh, wait a second. Excuse me. Excuse me, can I just, real quick? Collect the data from the mystery goo. Alright, cool. Back in. I haven't done spacewalks in forever. How do I go down with this? How do I go down? Is it shift? It's control. Get back in. Store it. And board. There we go. So we just threw a satellite into orbit. Look at that. Look at that. What we're gonna do is spin this thing around. It's facing the other direction. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the thing go and sit in orbit after I disconnect it. I want to see my staging actually. Can I see my staging? I have to wait till I'm out here. Alright. I'm gonna actually bump some time up here. Wait till we get to my periapsis, which is the furthest point away. Or my apoapsis. Apoapsis is the furthest. Periapsis is the closest point of my orbits. So my orbit here is farther than this orbit here. Right? Stop time. Excuse me. Alright. Now I can adjust the trajectory a bit. Give it a little bit of boost. Just enough. Don't need to do anything crazy. And that'll drastically increase my periapsis. I want to get it above 2K. Okay, cool. At this point, I'm going to go back to my staging. And I'm going to disconnect my satellite. Wait, did I never add the staging for it? I never added the staging for it. Oh my goodness. Well, I forgot to add the staging to disconnect my satellite. Oh, whatever. You know, I'm still happy we got up here. What the hell with it? Let's turn this thing around. I am going to Zerudathon. Alright, real quick, I want you... Crew report. Never mind. By shooting off our engines here, you've basically just sent us back into an orbit that will collide with the planet. Exactly kind of what we wanted to do. And, yeah, that should be it. We're just gonna wait until we come back into orbit. Alright. We could just separate now, I guess. Not gonna do us any harm. Actually, I could wait until we go back, like, to the point where our ship's, like, coming into orbit and use the rockets to sort of slow us down a bit. Which is actually a good idea, because it'll help us, you know, stay alive. Alright, so... I need to find the center of gravity. Right there, that little triangle dot. Lock onto it and fire. And that little bit of ignition is going to be more than enough to keep us safe and sound. Pretty much good to go now. That part will go and do its thing. My part will go and do its thing. And it'll just land. We'll be good to go at that point. So, yeah, just fast forward now. Through the atmosphere! Look at it go! And as we go back to full speed... We're going to get closer and closer to the planet. Favorite shiny? The the Charizard line does get a lot of nice shinies. Shinies are definitely unique and interesting. And we'll slow down at 1K. The other piece is actually going to survive as well. That's nice. Boop. We both did. We're going to go straight into the ocean, but you know, it's fine. Unless these are plains, but I think it's ocean. Yeah, whatever. I think we made perfectly good here. It was a 45-minute flight, but overall, we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. Did what we needed to do. – 6 meters a second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boosh! And we're fine. Cover everything. Alright. So that seemed to work fine. We got something into orbit. For a short while. Not really a full revolution around the planet, but it was still orbit nonetheless. Should be a big boost. Whoa, look at all the stuff we got. Science. Crew. Reputation. I like Azam's pink. It's interesting. We got this science, we can start investing in more things, like more science. Rocketry stages don't interest me, but science tech does. Landing. Haha! Our engineers are not optimistic. too hot thermometer. Do we have any parts that are just sort of chilling out there in the ether? Nothing? No tracked objects? Okay. We could just make, like a little, like, space unit. Might be a good idea. Like a Lander 1. Might be a good idea. Outsourced R&D. Unified... unpaid research. Oh. Huh. Ah, excuse me. Test a basic jet engine splashdown at Kerbin. Explore the moon. Oh god. Let's just focus on the ones we have now. But I think this is a good point where we can end the YouTube episode, so thanks again, guys, for coming and watching. We made something that actually got into orbit. It's really cool. Hey, Dutch Killer, how you doing? But, yeah, this is awesome. We've got something that can go into orbit. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next episode.